All right, it's December 9th, 2019, and this is the War on Morons, where we speak truth to stupidity.
I'm Anisa.
And I'm Jay, and welcome to the show.
This show starts off with a very exciting announcement. We do have a new sponsor here at War On Morons. So our show is now brought to you by the Chuck It Bucket. It's an amazing new weight loss plan that guarantees fast, easy results. Look up Chuck It Bucket on Facebook. You know their slogan. It's quick, it's easy,
it's guaranteed.
Purchase the Chuck It Bucket system for just $139.95 or in 3 small payments of $49.95.
I am so excited to be working with Chuck It Bucket. There's no better weight loss plan on the market, period. And I'm not just saying that because they're paying for our, for airtime. I'm saying that because it's the holidays. I mean, everybody knows you eat turkey, you eat stuffing, you drink beer, you drink booze, you eat cookies. Everybody's packing on some extra pounds. Order the Chuck It Bucket. I mean, it's so cheap. You'd be an idiot not to.
Absolutely. And today, we'll move on to the show. And Jay, I think you're going to start us off with a bit of a blind block, I think we're calling it.
Yeah. I mean, I kept hearing this guy's name in the headlines all week. I just go on social media. Everybody's talking about him. I turn on the news. Everybody's talking about him. I mean, this is somebody that's been in the public eye for half a century. But he's really been knocking it out of the park this week with, being a complete idiot. And that is presidential candidate Joe Biden. I've got 5 stories about him here. So I'm going to try to be snappy.
All right.
But let's take him out.
Let's take him out. He deserves it.
All right. So first off, we're going to keep it relatively light. We're going to talk about his new slogan. So first off, guess how old he is?
1003.
He looks like it. But no, Joe Biden is 77 years old. So I guess he wants to be president until he's damn near 90. But either way, he's still got youth. He still knows how to connect with the kids, as they say. He's got a new slogan. It's no malarkey.
Oh, my God. If that doesn't make you roll your eyes, I don't know what will. And you don't have to be a young person to feel that way either.
No, it's hip. It's cool. He's got a tour bus. It says no malarkey right on the side. I guarantee that hashtag's trending on Twitter.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure. In fact, I'm going to go tweet about it right now.
Hey, if that didn't do the trick, he's found some other ways to connect with the youth. This one's just weird. So he was on a campaign rally, and he was doing what he does. He was telling a story where, as his stories often do, he was at a public pool, and there were children that were touching his hairy legs in the swimming pool.
Why did this come up on the campaign trail?
To be honest, I don't know. Maybe somebody was asking him about corn pop. You know that old-timey gangster that almost had the knife fight with?
Oh, yeah. Who could forget about corn pop?
Yeah. If that's not enough to connect with the youth, he's got a more hands-on approach. You've probably seen the videos. Just go on YouTube, search for creepy Joe Biden. He literally, sometimes I guess it's relatives, like his grandkids or something, but sometimes it's just random kids that he has on stage with him, and he'll grab their hair and sniff their hair, or rub their face, or practically grope them, and you can tell that they're not having anything with it. They're looking at him oh God, old creepy man, get away from me. But he's decided, you know what? If people are bothered by my apparent pedophilia, I'm going to show them that I'm a happily married man. I'm normal. So he made sure to do a photo op where he was sucking on his wife's finger.
What kind of a psychopath do you have to be to say, you know what? I need to dial back the creepy sexual behavior around children. Let me show people that I'm not a creepy sexual pervert. Let me suck on my wife's finger in public. How is that better? How is that normal? This just shows how skewed his version of reality really is.
Hey, maybe that was all the rage back in the 50s. I don't know.
Ugh.
Either way, it makes for some great memes.
And to be fair, the young voters nowadays really care about the Me Too movement. What better way to support them than by giving them the exact type of behavior that they're protesting against?
Exactly. But do not bring any of this up to Senator Biden, because he will lash out at you. This was at I guess this was like a town hall meeting or something like that. One of his constituents, one of the voters at the event in Iowa, actually got in a verbal argument with Biden. This guy's actually older than Biden. He's in his 80s. And he had some questions about, Hunter Biden, his son's business activities, let's just say. And Joe said, "Look, fat, you're a damn liar."
Wow, I can't wait to see this guy negotiate with North Korea.
Hey, call them fat too. Fat liars.
What better way to handle it? I mean, you couldn't possibly ask for a more tactful, appropriate candidate. How is this guy still the number one Democratic candidate right now?
Have you seen the other ones?
I mean, that's true.
All right, enough about those idiots. If you have a take on anything that we're talking about today, go ahead and call our hotline.
813-906-9099. And it looks like we have our first caller for the night. Hello, caller. Who am I speaking with?
Yeah, this is Morty in Boca. Can you hear me? Am I on the air?
You're on the air, Morty. What's your comment?
I gotta say, there wasn't much of a wait. I just got right in. You must not have a very popular program. I'm not surprised.
Why is that?
Because you're garbage. I've been listening. I don't know what they told me to listen to your crap, but I've been listening for the last 5 minutes, and all you did was impugn and slander a great man, Senator and Vice President Joe Biden. Why?
Well, I mean, regardless of, whether he's a great man or not.
The man a pervert.
Yeah, he's doing some pretty weird stuff. It doesn't seem appropriate.
Listen here, I'm going to have to explain something to you, because obviously, what are you? You sound young. Are you a millennial?
I am a millennial, yes.
Okay, listen, your whole generation is very sick. You're very perverse. All you ever think about is one thing, and you know what that is?
I literally...
It's sex. All you ever think about is sex and sexuality, and so that is what you project, and that is what you see, and that is what you seek.
I mean, that's bizarre behavior. I've never seen any other presidential candidate lick people's faces.
There's nothing perverse about it. I have a granddaughter. She's 6 years old. A 6-year-old granddaughter, and I love her very much. And sometimes I'll grab a handful of her hair, and I'll hold her close, and I'll lean in and I'll lick her face. Because I want to show affection for my granddaughter and for the youth of the future tomorrow. Just like Joe Biden. When he licks the face of a child, it's not out of sexuality. It's out of compassion for the youth.
Well, I don't really...
Joe Biden is not a sex pervert. Joe Biden is a man who cares about his country, and he cares about the generations of tomorrow, and he loves his family. Does that make sense? Do you understand now, or are you too stupid?
Well, look, be that as it may, Morty, take it down a notch. I mean, what would you call it when he's...
to take it anything down a notch. You do not tell me to take it down a notch. I, like Senator, like Vice President Joe Biden, am from the greatest generation. Do you understand?
So you fought in World War II. That's very admirable.
No. Again, you millennials with your war. All you think about is sex and violence from looking at your video games of you're shooting and you're killing. I'm not talking about war. I'm talking about love. I'm talking about civil rights. Think about it this way, okay? Joe Biden been in the Senate for decades, and he was there. He was there to help. I mean, if it wasn't for men like him, I mean, who would feed the blacks?
What?
Who would close the Mexicans?
What are you talking
Who
about?
would allow a girl like you to have a radio program and any kind of a job? You get home raising a baby. You couldn't even get an abortion.
know what you're talking about, Morty. I don't understand how you could be defending someone.
You talk about sex perversion when your president, that despicable animal, that pussy-grabbing pervert, I will not even speak his name, that monster in the White House, or even in the White House, he's down my way more often than not in Palm Beach on the golf course, probably thinking about grabbing someone's pussy.
Morty,
You want to talk about sucking on a finger?
yeah, that's,
You want to talk about licking a child's face?
yeah.
I can tell you this, the president has never licked a child's face because the president does not care about children. He has no care in the world for children. He hates them. And he's a Russian prostitute. He hates the Russian prostitute. And you want to talk about sucking a finger? The president is much worse than a finger.
Well, I don't really
He sucked on the pecker of Vladimir Putin for the last 3 years.
Okay, well, that was extremely weird. I guess I kind of have a better understanding of why Joe Biden is still trending so well in the polls nowadays. Apparently, he has some pretty devoted fans.
Who are these people that listen to our show? Jesus.
I don't know how that guy found us.
What was his name again? Marty?
I honestly didn't catch it after all the rambling he did.
Okay, well, if you have a cogent point to make and you don't want to just yell and scream on the phone, you're welcome to call in. Again, the number is 813-906-9099. But because I don't want to upset any more of our valued listeners, why don't we move on to something a little bit less divisive?
That sounds like a really good idea. And to make a good point here, there's a lot of different things that people are into in their public and private lives. But this wellness blogger is now advocating something very publicly that I honestly think they should have kept very private. They're claiming that if you're feeling down, perhaps your booty is just craving some vitamin D. And
is this another pervert thing?
It's kind of a pervert thing. Essentially, what this blogger is saying is that in order to receive immense wellness benefits, all you have to do is sunbathe your butthole. Yes, that's right. Go somewhere sunny, lay out in the sun, and show your butt to the sun. I mean, I honestly I can't even comprehend how this would work. I can't describe it. It's so weird.
Wait a second. This has to be some kind of a parody. Did you scroll to the bottom of this? Is there one of those things that says like, yeah, this is just all a joke?
This blogger, they actually reached out to her. She's defending herself. She says it helps with a lot of different points. It helps with a healthy libido, increased creativity. It regulates circadian rhythms. All I can tell you is that when you look at the picture of her doing it, she looks like somebody waiting for a diaper change.
This is. I wish we could pull this up so people could see this. So this weird hippie. I mean, that's all I can say. This weird hippie is lying out in a field, apparently in public somewhere, with her legs up in the air, spread to the sun.
Spread eagle.
Yeah, spread eagle. I mean, they know that skin cancer is a thing, right?
Well, I can't imagine she's using SPF. I mean, that wouldn't really help with the vitamin D regulation.
She's going to get ass cancer.
I hope so. I mean, after promoting something like that, I can't say she doesn't deserve it.
All right, well, I've got a story for you. This happened at a wonderful downtown Akron, Ohio Christmas parade. What could be more wholesome than this? Small town Midwestern America. I mean, there's a chill in the air. Everyone's bundled up. You have the Christmas music playing, the lights. I mean, it's just wonderful thinking about it, right?
Oh my gosh, I love a good Christmas parade. Nothing makes me feel more nostalgic, more warm at heart. Love a good Christmas parade. How could anything possibly go wrong?
Miller's Towing of Akron decided that they'd kick things up a notch. They thought that the Christmas parade needed a good old-fashioned hanging.
What?
Well, you know who the Grinch is, right?
Yeah, the Grinch.
Yeah, he's a mean one. He ruins Christmas. He's horrible.
Well, yeah, he's definitely not like who you first think of.
Right? No, he's awful. I mean, you want Santa Claus at the Christmas parade. You don't want the Grinch there unless you're gonna string him up on a noose and hang him from the back of a fucking crane, right?
I mean, not quite.
Well, they did that, and apparently, parents were seen with a look of shock and horror. Children were crying. It caused a big commotion. It was like an awful Halloween decoration.
Yeah, I mean, all I know is that even though the Grinch isn't your typical Christmas character, that was my sister's favorite Christmas movie growing up. I mean, she would have been absolutely horrified to see this, as I imagine plenty of the children in the crowd were.
They're just trying to parade a corpse at Christmas. What could be more American than that?
It doesn't even look like the Grinch. It looks like Oogie Boogie from Nightmare Before Christmas.
It looks like a dead body. A man in a. Honestly, it's shockingly realistic.
It's very disturbing.
Yeah, they need to pull the mask off. Maybe it's Epstein. Because he did not hang himself.
That's very true.
All right, what else do we have today? Oh, I know what we have. We have delicious food on the table. We've got a stack of cookies. We've got eggnog. We've got Turkish delight. We've got sugar plums. What else do we have around this time of year?
Oh, man. I know. I love a good roast beef. You've got
yes.
mashed potatoes, gravy, and lots of pie.
Yes, and don't forget the beer. Don't forget the brandy. I mean, all that sugar-filled liquor. Look, there's no getting around it. You are going to get fat. It's the holidays. But you can also do something about it.
At the Chuck It Bucket, they have a team of amazing dietitians who have dedicated themselves to creating an easy, fast way to lose weight. New Year's is just around the corner. We've got not only a new year, but a new decade coming up. And I know everybody's going to have fitness goals in mind. Get your Chuck It Bucket system today for just $139.95. It's quick. It's easy.
It's guaranteed. All right. So on to our next story, since we've gone through that announcement. Oh, here's one way to lose weight.
What's that?
Getting stabbed.
What?
So this is wonderful. So this is another story in Ohio. Ohio, you're trying to take over from Florida. I can see what you're trying to do. Calm down, Ohio. Anyway, a Cleveland woman with a history of attacks on people wearing fur has been charged with attempted murder for stabbing a woman who, get this, she believed was wearing fur at a church.
You know, you might want to check before you go down for attempted murder.
Yeah, apparently it might not have even actually been real fur. But it looked real enough for this psychopath, and you should see this picture. So this woman has like bulging psychotic eyes, and she looks like a librarian that's on PCP.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, she looks a little deranged, but if she was given the right medication, she honestly looks like someone who's selling baked goods at the PTA's bake sale.
Yeah, and the victim, I mean, this is such a horrible story. I don't really want to laugh about this, but the victim was at a church. She was babysitting children that she'd brought there for choir practice, and then this insane vegan or whatever came out and stabbed her with a kitchen knife in the stomach.
Good Lord. I mean, honestly, I have a big problem with stabbing in general, as most people do, but if you have a principle that you're so passionate about that you're going to stabbing, you have to fact check. You have to check sources before you go around stabbing. I mean, it's too extreme of a crime to just do on suspicion, but I guess we're not really talking about someone who's really up to code on how these things work as far as sanity goes. So
she is very committed. This is like the third incident. So a year ago, she was arrested on suspicion of attacking someone at a Whole Foods.
I think we can bump that charge up now, too. She definitely did it.
Definitely attacked somebody at a Whole Foods who was, well, wearing fur. And she's even been posting on Facebook since 2012, talking about how she wants to hire a hitman to kill anyone that she sees wearing fur.
Okay, you know what? This woman is not the idiot in this story. The idiot in this story is whoever decided it was okay to let her run around loose.
Yeah.
Cleveland, we're looking at you.
Yeah, calm down, Ohio. Calm down. I know you're mad about the whole LeBron thing still, but Jesus. What else do we have?
Well, we have a story. I'm not sure where it's coming out of, but at the end of the day, you can't get much stupider than this. We had a story of two brothers, and one man drove a stolen SUV. Not a good move to begin with, but where he went with it is really where this story goes. He drove a stolen SUV to bail out his brother, who was in jail for stealing an SUV.
What?
Yes. So he took the stolen vehicle that was in his brother's possession to bail out his brother, who was accused of stealing that vehicle.
So do they even have to have the trial at this point?
I mean, I can't imagine wasting taxpayer dollars for something like that.
Okay, wow. So where is this one? Kansas?
I think that was out of Kansas, yeah.
The whole Midwest is showing off today.
Yeah, that cold weather's really getting to him.
Okay, here's this one is just incredible. I cannot believe this is a real story. I'm just going to read this headline, and I'll let you respond to it. So, an Ohio man sparks panic, and 40 homes are evacuated after phoning 911 to say that he had been burned by a homemade nuclear reactor in his garage.
I just have one question. Do they cover that at Farmers Insurance?
You know, if not, I can't wait to see the commercial. So, yeah, apparently he was building a quantum physics generator in his garage. A bomb squad, arson investigators, and medics had to be rushed to the area. Again, it's in Ohio. And he's undergoing mental health checks. But the really crazy thing is they actually found that he had, like, evidence of like, he was doing something here. He sustained radio frequency burns, and they found evidence that he actually was building a small homemade nuclear reactor in the garage.
I really want the backstory on this. I mean, this guy is clearly some sort of like supervillain in the works. What was his motivation?
It doesn't even say the guy's name, but like, I know it's called the War on Morons. I can't call the man a moron if he was building a nuke.
I can call him a moron if he was unsuccessfully building a nuke that he had to then call the cops on himself, incriminate himself to report that it had gone terribly, terribly wrong. I mean,
yeah, he almost blew up his whole neighborhood. So
if he was successful, then I'd say, you know what, maybe like an evil genius. But at this point, no, definitely a moron.
Oh, looks like we're getting another caller.
Hello, caller. Who is this?
Yeah, this is Jimmy. I'm calling from Jonesboro. How you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you, Jimmy?
Hey, I'm doing great. I just got some questions on that last story. What did you say the man was doing? Was he building a tripping machine?
It looks like he was actually building a nuclear reactor or particle
Nuclear reactor? Hot damn. Did it work?
Apparently not.
Apparently not. All right. Did he burn down the neighborhood?
He did not.
All right. Did he kill anybody?
No.
Did he get any injuries?
Yes, he did.
All right. I'm liking it. He got some injuries. Is he in custody?
I believe he is, yes.
All right. Has he been mistreated?
Why,
Of course he has. Because it sounds to me like this might be actionable. I need his contact information.
Well, I don't happen to have that.
Oh, it's all right. I'm Jimmy James, attorney at law. You know me, James Johnson Jameson, Jonesboro, Georgia, attorneys at law. We fight for you.
Oh my God! Are you one of
All right,
those?
so who is it?
Are you one of these ambulance chasers, like those lawyers? Like,
Let's keep money. Now, you know what I just said last week?
what?
I paid the $3.8 million check. You know why?
Why?
I'll tell you why. It's because the Waynesboro County School District was making my client fat.
What?
Yes, we took $3.8 million from them. You know why?
Why?
It's Christmas time. Everybody needs a little bit of money, and that's another way for you. So, what I'm saying on this one, Anna, is it sounds to me like this is actionable because this man has been put in direct physical and psychological and deeply troubling harm from one Bill Nye the Science Guy.
Bill Nye? What does Bill Nye the Science Guy have to do
Bill
with any
Nye
of
the
this?
Science Guy, if you're so interested to know who he is, he likes to go on the TV. He likes to go on the internet. He likes to tell people to do experiments. He goes to go to the garage and start building a
I told anybody to do anything like that.
Well, that's what this gentleman saw when he watched this program. He filled his head up with all kinds of garbage, all kinds of nonsense, and we're going to take Bill Nye, and we're going to wash him with every penny that he's got. And my friend in Columbus, Ohio, is going to have a very Merry Christmas. How about that?
Well, that sounds awful, Jimmy. Really awful. So,
Yeah, it does sound awful now that I think about it. I just looked up Bill Nye's net worth. Not worth much of anything, if you ask me. How about we level up? Elon Musk. He's pushing those rockets into space. He's shooting them up into the stars. He tells people we're going to move to Mars. He gets to test the cars. He puts them into space. You think that crowd might have been influenced by one Elon Musk?
I don't think he was influenced by Elon Musk. There's nothing supporting that.
We're going to do Elon Musk too. Bill Gates, he got something started in his garage a while back, didn't he?
You mean Microsoft?
Yeah, and who do you think he influenced? He influenced this poor fellow in Ohio that damn near killed his entire neighborhood with a nuclear bomb. So, when you find that contact information, you need to call up 1-800-JUST-JIM. That's 1-800-JUSTJIM.
That's enough out of you, Jimmy. That's enough. Thanks for calling. Have a good day. Okay. Hopefully nobody actually takes that guy seriously. I don't even know what his deal was. He was saying that he wants to sue Bill Nye the Science Guy.
Bill Nye the Science... What the hell's Bill Nye the Science Guy got to do with anything?
I literally have no idea.
Is that guy really a lawyer?
I really don't think so, because if he was, he wouldn't be saying crazy shit like that.
Oh, shit. No, I think he is. He just sent us an email.
Oh, no. Okay.
I'll check it out after the show.
That's a lot to unpack.
All right, let's get back to the news and see if we can get something a little bit more sensible.
All right. Well, our next story comes out of, well, where does it come out of? Looks like Aurora, Illinois.
Another Midwestern town.
Well, at least it's not Ohio. A school bus driver is facing charges after a video appears to show her drinking beer while picking up students on the school bus. So, yeah, pretty sure that's not in the job description.
Aurora, Illinois, driving around, drinking alcohol on the school bus. Was it Wayne or was it Garth?
Well, one thing's for sure. She put them in some brown bags to drink from. That sure didn't hide anything. I mean, 32 children were on board at the bus at the time. Luckily, nobody was hurt. But they did find out about this because a concerned gas station clerk actually called this in.
Oh, I mean, the gas station clerk should have just stayed in their lane, honestly. That was probably one of his best customers. I mean, those school buses run on a lot of fuel, but so do those alcoholics. They go to the gas station, they buy those brown bags, they buy those with the tall boys, 40s.
To your point, you have to become pretty jaded as a gas station clerk selling liquor to alcoholics. For this guy to be concerned enough to actually call it in, they had to be pretty nasty.
I suppose. Maybe they didn't know how to hold their liquor. All right, so I've got one here. I thought this was another one that surely had to be parody, but no, we really do live in a world gone mad. So this is a survey that finds that nearly a third of the people surveyed think that Santa Claus should be female or gender neutral.
Well, I was pretty sure that Santa was already like an established character. I mean, he's a man, I assume, right?
Well, apparently that's offensive. We can't have that anymore. We can't have the big jolly man in the red suit saying ho, 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 because people are just offended by it, and they think that he should be some kind of, I don't know, bisexual, genderless, alien, God knows. I just don't know what to do with this world anymore. It looks like we're getting a call in, though. Caller, are you on the air?
Yes, I'm on the air.
Yes, who's this and where are you calling from?
My name is Pam. I'm calling from Santa Cruz, and I just want to say there's absolutely nothing wrong with making Santa a gender-neutral person. In fact, it's much healthier for our gender-confused LGBTQP youth of today.
Hold on. Did you say LGBTQP? P? There's a P now? What the hell does that stand for?
You should really educate yourself. I teach my students that if they have a question, they need to explore all possible answers, which is exactly why I teach my students that Santa Claus is a genderqueer, genderless, asexual being. That way he's safe and accessible for children of all gender identities.
Genderqueer. Santa's genderqueer. I find that personally, I find that offensive. I mean, did you just say you teach children?
Yes, that's correct. I'm a 5th grade sex ed teacher.
Oh my God.
We have these conversations because children are coming into their own identities. They have questions about their sexuality, and it can be really harmful for children to absorb these types of characters, like a cis white male Santa Claus. That's really oppressive.
I'm still hung up on the fact that they let you anywhere near children. But I can tell you, when I was in 5th grade, we were not confused about our gender or sexuality. We didn't think about sexuality. We were like 11 years old. What the hell's wrong with you?
Children actually are a lot more aware of sexuality than people give them credit for. It's not your fault that you were repressed as a child. If somebody had honest and open genderqueer conversations with you when you were developing, maybe you would be less judgmental of others who are doing their work to better the world for the LGBTQP community of tomorrow.
Yeah, if I was only a part of that community, I bet I'd really be enjoying my life. What's next? I mean, you're trying to take away Santa Claus. I'm surprised that you're even allowing Santa Claus in any form in the school. But what's next? I mean, you're going to teach him that Jesus Christ was like the world's first trans person. I mean, what's next?
Oh my God, that is groundbreaking. Did you just come up with that?
I was being sarcastic.
Oh, well, I think that's actually a really great topic for my class
it's
tomorrow.
Not. It's not a great. Please do not say anything about that to the children. Please, in fact, please just get a different kind of job. Don't get away from the children, please, Pam. And honestly, get some help. Get some help. I'm sorry, I just had to disconnect the line. I don't know what the hell it is with the people that listen to this show or that feel compelled to call in. No offense to anybody that's not a complete psychopath, but I just can't get over the fact that they let somebody like that near children.
Well, she did say she was calling from Santa Cruz. I mean, California's kind of got its own thing.
We've been kind of ragging on the Midwest a little bit today. Midwest, you're off the hook. California, I think we need to build the wall around you. Anyway, we're coming down to our last few stories here. I'm going to try to keep it light. Hopefully nobody else calls in and oh my God. Anyway, this story's out of Miami, down our neck of the woods.
Bringing it back to Florida.
Always bringing it back to Florida. Modern art. You love it. Everybody loves it, right?
Well, some people love it.
Yeah, apparently some collector from New York who paid $120,000 for a banana duct taped to a wall.
That sounds insane, but you have to remember that this happened at Art Basel in Miami, which is known for being an off-the-wall modern art extravaganza. So I don't know what kind of drugs they got into while they were down there, but
hopefully hallucinogenics, because I can't think of any drugs that would make a piece like that worth anything. It's titled Comedian. It's by an Italian artist based in New York, I guess. His name's Maurizio Catalan, and it was a single, overripe banana duct taped to a wall at the gallery. Now, the best part is, some guy comes up after he's paid for this piece, and he takes the banana off the wall, peels it, and eats it in front of everybody.
Wait, so help me understand. The person who paid for the piece bought?
No, just some other guy.
Oh, so somebody paid $120,000 for this banana duct taped to a wall, and then some completely other lunatic came up to it and said, Let me eat that.
The whole thing was captured on video. A couple of people laughed, but most people were like shocked and horrified, which honestly I think makes it somewhat of a decent performance piece because they got a reaction from a freaking banana and a piece of duct tape.
I was surprised the guy who paid $120,000 wasn't just really high on weed and hungry as hell.
That's possible. Miami's expensive. Maybe he thought that was a normal price for a banana. And staying in Florida, I think this one's from Orlando. We have another heartwarming story. Why don't you take this one?
Well, anybody who knows me knows I love shopping at the thrift store. I will go ham at a Goodwill. And it looks like somebody else in Orlando kind of had the same view as me. So a Florida couple was buying some items at the thrift store, getting some good deals. And they found a baby bouncer, a baby Einstein baby bouncer, something good for young kids to keep them entertained so they're active but not getting into stuff.
It keeps the kids safe.
Yeah, it keeps them safe, keeps them entertained. They brought it home. I'm sure they got a great deal. Brought it home. We're getting ready to unpack it, and they found a semi-automatic rifle inside the box instead.
Oh, what?
Yeah, a semi-automatic rifle. You would think that the staff at Goodwill would have checked before putting this item on the shelves, but no.
But, how do you even fit? That's semi-automatic. Well, I'm sure it was hidden in there for a good reason. I don't think it's going to be tied to any investigations or murders or shootings of any kind. I'm sure of that.
One point that you could make is I don't think any criminal that breaks into your house is going to buy it for a second if you say, hold on, let me just unpack my baby bouncer while you're secretly getting your gun. Like, nobody's going to say, oh, yeah, just go for it, unpack the baby bouncer. What the hell kind of hiding place is that?
Well, the best part about the whole story, I'm looking at it now, Jesus, Mossberg 715, Jesus Christ. Okay, so this rifle, it looks like it's worth a lot more than the $10 that they paid for it.
Yeah, I would imagine so. It looks very scary.
Here's the best part. So they called the police. They told them that they found this machine gun in the thrift store box. And the officer told them, oh, yeah, you can keep the gun. We just got to check your ID really quickly.
Wow. That is insane.
Yeah, Florida, you've taken it back. You are the craziest state in the United States.
Yep, I don't think anybody's going to top Florida anytime soon. And before we sign off for the night, we do want to make sure we remind you one last time to go to Facebook now and sign up for the Chuck It Bucket. Lose those holiday pounds today. It's quick, it's easy, it's guaranteed.
And you need it. We all know that you're getting too fat. It's the holidays. Lose the weight. And why not? You all know it's that time of year. You're gaining a bunch of weight. This Chuck It Bucket works. It's guaranteed. It's cheaper than Christmas dinner, and it's worth infinitely more. So go to Facebook, look up the Chuck It Bucket system, and hook yourself up. All right. Well, I guess we're just going to end the show with a call. Caller, you're on the air. State your name and where you're calling from.
Yes, my name is Angela from Cincinnati, and I'm calling to say that this Chuck It Bucket you guys are advertising is a scam.
Whoa, don't say scam. This is Chuck It Bucket is an excellent valued sponsor of War On Morons. I'd be careful with where you're going with this one.
I don't care that they're your sponsor. They took my money. And they took your cheap plastic bucket and a piece of paper that said I can eat anything I want. Anything I want. I just have to chew it up and spit it out like a disgusting baby bird into the bucket.
Okay, here, I'm sorry, caller. We're gonna have to move on. I don't know what the heck that was all about. Please disregard that last call. You know what? Honestly, I think that was a competitor. That was most likely a Chuck It Bucket competitor from a rival diet plan, probably trying to demean a very good product that is effective. It's quick, it's easy, and it's guaranteed. Ignore everything that woman said. Oh, somebody's coming into the studio. Oh, hey, there he is. Hey, Jay, hey, what's going on, man? It's me.
What's this guy doing here?
Oh, no worries. It's cool. Hey, what's up, Jimmy? Hey, man, I'm glad I made it. Are you still on the air? Are you recording the program?
Yeah, we're still recording.
All right, hold on. Let me take a seat here. All right, so, as you can see, I am your new sponsor. It's me, Jimmy James.
Well, Jimmy,
You don't have to worry about them bucket people anymore. I paid Jason money. We worked it out. He didn't show you the email?
No.
Oh, don't worry about it. I'm here to record my ad. We're still on the air?
Yeah, we're still
Oh, excellent. We're live. All right, so here we go. I'm going to talk to the people now. All right, here we go. Kids, did you catch Mommy kissing Santa Claus? That may be actionable. Call 1-800-JUST-JIM and we'll take Santa to court. Look, Christmas, it's the worst time of the year. I hate it. You hate it. Everybody hates it. They're all in your pockets. They're asking for this. They're asking for that. You got grubby little fingers handing you lists full of a bunch of trash that you don't even want to buy because you're not going to get to use. How do you get through the season? You got to get some money. Luckily, Uncle Jim is here. We're going to sue everybody. We're going to take everybody's money, whatever it takes. Let's see. I know. Did you have your kids at the mall? Were they sitting in Santa's lap? Did Santa look a little too happy? Call 1-800-JUST-JIM. That's JUSTJIM. And I'll take care of it for you. Hey, kids, did you want a hippopotamus for Christmas? Did you get nothing but some dirty old stuffed toy? Call 1-800-JUST-JIM. That may be actionable. That looks like a win for Jim. Sue, sue, sue. What'd you think? That's a great ad, man. Is this what you do up in Georgia? Yeah, man, all the time. I'm famous. I'm on the billboards. I'm on buses. I love it. They love me there. We're going national. What do you think of it?
Well, I thought it was very aggressive.
Hey, well, you know what? That's what gets the dollars paid. What kind of car do you drive?
I drive a Chevy.
Yeah, I drive a 2019 Maserati. You know why?
Because
I just took $1.8 million from City Life Church. You know why?
Why?
I'll tell you next week. All right, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. This is the Jimmy James Show.
No, it's not.
No, it's War On Morons, presented by Jimmy James, attorney at law.
You better get down on your knees and pay. 1,000 more fools are being born.